I don't have any fun little intro thing. I will say that my uncle, who is like the action movie type adult male, went and saw this movie off of my recommendation and said that he has never felt like he could understand a teenage girl in his life before this movie.
It's Lady Bird. This is the movie we're talking about today.
Talking about Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
Do you like the space between us?
I wish
It looks so intimate right here,
Yeah.
and then we go here, and it's just...
I definitely wish. I just wish there was less space. I wish you were like half of you was on my lap. Yeah, this is better.
Look at this. This is crazy.
No, I think it's just right.
Oh, yeah. What you said.
But yeah. This is a movie that you've watched and loved since
Dude,
the
I've
day that
seen
you
it
saw
so many... I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Yeah. I mean, there's some other movies that you haven't seen that many times. I don't even think you've seen Sonic 3 that many times in theaters, have you?
I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Exactly. So you've seen it the same amount of times as you've seen Sonic 3, and Sonic 3 is a top 2 movie for you.
Top 2, top 1, depending on the day.
Depending on your mood.
This was my first Greta Gerwig movie, though.
Oh, was it? Mm-hmm. This was not my first Greta Gerwig movie.
What was your first Greta Gerwig movie?
I would have to look at all her movies.
Is it Barbie?
Can you pull it up? It might be Barbie.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull up her work. I mean, but I think she's established herself as... Oh, yeah, hold on. Before we get into that, I always forget to introduce the channel, guys. This Full Time Movie Fans. We just love talking about movies, and I'm your host, Jarvis. I'll introduce the other host here. He's not going to switch camera because he's looking up movies. Maybe
Michael.
This is Michael, second host or first host, depending on your perspective, or your preference for whatever.
Are you ready for all of her director movies?
So let's just do some of her big ones. And
okay, so her first movie was called Nights and Weekends.
Nope, never seen
in
it.
2008.
Nope.
Her second movie was Lady Bird in 2017. So,
I have seen that recently.
So there I am, ground floor. I was there. Hell yeah. I feel good about that. It disappeared. It just went away. Where did it go, please?
Okay, we know that she did the Barbie movie, which we did review on the channel.
We got Nights and Weekends, Lady Bird, Little Women, and Barbie. But her husband, Noah Baumbach, is like her professional partner too.
Yes.
And so she works on all of his movies, and he is known for a bunch of things as well. Like Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted.
Nice.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, that's really good. We need to do that.
The
someday.
Life Aquatic. Like he does a lot of stuff, and they're so good together. Marriage Story.
Oof.
Have you seen Marriage Story?
Yes.
Brutal movie.
Yes.
So brutal, but very good.
Yes. Very, very good. So she's got a repertoire for being a fantastic writer and making good movies.
So which was your first one?
I think it was Barbie movie, actually.
But you knew immediately, like, oh, she's good.
Dude, come on. As a guy in his 30s who happens to be single.
I'm cutting you off on that one.
No, okay, but watching
Greta Gerwig.
but watching the Barbie movie, I was like, whoa, it was a lot deeper and gave a lot more things to think about, and like just on a personal level, like leaving with something to challenge my perspective, my worldview on. It gave me new perspective as well.
Yeah.
There was some feelings that I had to. Some of them were a little bit. I'll be honest, and there was some defensiveness at first, and then I had to think about that. Why the defensiveness?
Yeah.
Was there really anything that you needed to be defensive about? And like it was just so much depth to it that was crazy. I was not expecting that from the Barbie movie at all.
And what about Lady Bird? Did you expect it from Lady Bird?
Yes, because I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about it.
It's
You
because
and
it's so
Clint.
good. It's such a
Yeah,
good movie.
by the way. So yeah, I've heard those things, and so yeah, there was some expectation there. But like I said, I think I mentioned to you earlier too. This is what I would call a human movie. It's literally about just our humanity. We all experience it. We all understand it. We can all relate to it because it's about us. It's about the human experience, and it's a human movie. It's not an action movie like you said your uncle likes those types of things.
Loves those.
I'm sure. So Rambo, Terminator,
Yeah.
Braveheart,
Guy
those
movies.
types of things.
Yeah.
So,
Movies that are for men to go, wow, that's cool.
yeah, I want to friggin' fight off 100 dudes.
Transformers.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say that this was definitely after seeing Barbie movie and Lady Bird, I have no doubt. Like, she's one of those directors that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna watch it because I know that
Yeah.
she's the one.
Generational talent.
Yes, I think it's kind
We
of
have
like,
not seen a director like Greta Gerwig, and as much as I hope someone could, I don't think anyone will be able to replicate her.
No, I don't think it's so. She has such a unique style, and it's always like what's surprising is like I said, the depth of the movies. It's not just to turn your brain off surface level, like, and I think that's good for particular movies and points in time. Like, I like when Marvel does that eventually. Sometimes like we went and saw the Marvels together. I think that if you're expecting a deep philosophical, points to be made in that movie, I would say that there was opportunities for it, but that's not what that movie was about. It was just about dumb fun, turn your brain off, laugh, have a good time, and it works for that. But I don't see Greta Gerwig doing that kind of
None
movie
of those
ever.
none of her movies have been that. She's doing the Chronicles of Narnia right now.
Which I heard, and I'm very excited for.
I'm also very excited
Also,
for it.
tired of hearing all the people complain already about the things that she wants to do with it, but who cares about those guys?
From Sybil's opinion, which I trust about movies and books that are turned into movies, she says that it seems a lot more tuned into what it was supposed to be.
I am so excited for that. When I heard that she was going to do it, I was immediately on board. So
very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited for it. So my first impression of Lady Bird is I saw it 3 times in theaters. I think all within like the same week too.
Yeah, and I saw it a couple days ago on Amazon Prime. And but even so,
man.
it was very, very good. Like, to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of other teenage coming of age type stuff, and they're all very super bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get
Right.
it. Funny, and it's iconic.
like,
and it's a cult classic. I think.
The typical like coming of age movies like Mean Girls, Breakfast Club, The Edge of 17, stuff like that is what people generally look at. But there's also like the Superbads
There's also
Project X, stuff
there's
like
a
that.
there's a lot of them that they're like overly sexual and overly like rebellious teen stuff.
Yeah,
and, like,
and I don't like
it's
that
just
stuff.
it's too shallow, and yes, that's a part of it, but when you
Oh,
make that
like
the focal point,
Euphoria.
I've never seen Euphoria.
I haven't either because of that.
Yeah, I don't think that that's a show that I would want to watch.
I would go as far to say is that's probably a show that if you did watch, people would stop trusting you in public.
Really, if they knew about that. I've not seen it. The only thing I will say about Euphoria is like, look, I am a huge fan of Zendaya.
I knew this is where this was going.
Dude, I think she's an incredible actress. I mean, I saw her doing what's it, Actors on Actors. I don't know if that's Vanity Fair. One of those.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like, I don't know if it's Vanity Fair. It's one of those entertainment type things. But I saw on YouTube her and Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield was just like swooning over her acting ability. And I agree with that. Like, even just watching Spider-Man in the small scene she has, I'm like, bro, she is so freaking good as an actor.
Yeah.
And not only that, but she is also, just like I've said about Emma Stone, she's the type of person that, like, as a human being, I feel like I would want to be around you as a person, just because of you seem like the type of person who's always looking for the fun in anything. Like, you're a fun person to be around. It's just going to be good times and good vibes. Like, that's how I feel about Emma Stone.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Zendaya. You know, I think she's great. So,
And neither of those actors are in Lady Bird.
no.
But we do have Saoirse Ronan.
Oh man.
And
she's so good. I think
Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
The way you say it, like
Timothy Chalamet.
you say it like
Adam Sandler.
yeah, like Adam Sandler says it.
That was a bit in
Chalamet.
But Saoirse Ronan, I think one of the first things I saw her in was the movie she did with Eric Bana, Hannah.
I don't know. I'll look.
That's one where she's like,
do you know the name?
yeah, the movie's name is Hannah.
Oh, I have not seen that one. If you can't tell,
it's yeah. So Eric Bana's like, you know, he's a secret operative guy, and this is his daughter maybe, and he's training her from a child to like be careful of his surroundings. And
this one.
Yes, that I think is the first movie I saw with her in it.
That was 2011.
And I really liked that movie.
Cool.
Yeah. So first impressions, really great. Very deep. Had a great time. It definitely made me have flashbacks to my childhood.
There's a lot to be said about the teenage angst that Lady Bird has in this movie and how she lashes out like immediately at anything.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to the things that her mom just says offhand, you're like, what? I mean,
fair.
She's asking for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I definitely had. Well, if you've ever had an Asian mother, then you know they can be very judgmental about the things that you do and or don't do. So, like, whenever she would just criticize something out of nowhere, like,
yeah, you're like, like, why?
Didn't she like say something about her shoes at one point? I was like, I forget her mom's character's name, but I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, who? What the? It's got to be something, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's always something.
Yeah, and it's like that with an Asian mother. It's
like you had the best day of your life, and she's like, yeah, well, I mean, your hair was a little messed up doing it, but you did good.
Other than that, everything was great.
Or
just
like the scene,
I
think the scene where her mom's talking about how much money it costs to raise a kid, and Lady Bird goes, give me a number because I'm going to grow up and make a lot of money, and I'm going to pay back every penny so that I don't ever have to talk to you ever again. And her mom just goes, well, I'd highly doubt that you'd be able to get a job like that. It's so infuriating.
Bro, I'll tell you a story from my childhood. I went up to college, and my mom was like, before I went up to college, mom was like, because I went to school in Missouri, so that's like 12-hour drive from here.
Which I always say, if you want to know what it's like in Missouri, it's in the name.
Exactly. And I was in Springfield, Missouri, which is college town, but there's
it's like
there.
an ironic name.
Yeah. But my mom was like, no, because at the time I was driving a truck, little 4-cylinder.
Oh, you've told me this story before, yeah.
That had like 180,000 miles on it. It was 2 years older than me. My mom was like, no, let's get you something new that's reliable. I was okay to drive whatever, to be honest. But she was like, no, let's get you something that's reliable. So we got a brand new, the cheapest. It was like $12,000 brand new. It was a Chevy Cobalt. But it was new. And I took that up to college. And then literally that same like August, September that I went to school, for Thanksgiving, I was going to go I decided to go to visit some friends that I made and have Thanksgiving with them instead of my mom. She got mad, took the car. She drove up to Missouri without telling me, made me drive my car down to San Antonio and pick up the truck. And I was like, she was punishing me because she was paying for the car.
Yeah.
And so from there, I was like, okay, I'm not going to let you use your money and hold it over me. Like, if you're going to try to force me to do things your way just because you've given me some money, I've always told her after that, I was like, I'm not taking your money because you usually have strings attached to it, and I'm not going to let you have that power over me. So that just reminded me.
So my mom did something similar when I moved back from college because she paid for my train ticket to move back from Chicago, and at
She
some
called
point,
the conductor and stopped him in the middle of the.
Oh no, this was well after. This was well after I'd gotten back, and I don't even remember what we were fighting about. But she was like, I was living in her house temporarily while I was trying to get a car so that I could make it to my job every day.
Yeah.
And she said something offhand about how I was ungrateful about how she like pays for all of the stuff that I haven't even like paid her back. So first opportunity I had, I paid her back the money, and I said, don't ever lend me money ever again.
Yeah.
It's like, if this is how you're going to act about it, I don't want it.
You want to know another thing that was extremely on the nose from Lady Bird
Oh, God,
to
yeah.
my life?
Yeah.
When she jumped out of the car. Bro,
What an inciting
literally-
incident at the beginning there, huh?
I was probably 5 to 10 seconds away of literally jumping out of a car because I won't go into the details. It was a very stressful, traumatic time in my life, and I had been away from my mom for a little bit. And the first moment I was back in the car with her, it was just that kind of like nagging, complaining, like making me feel like a shit person. And I was like, you know what? I'll just jump out of this car right now. Like I was almost about to, like reaching for the door handle until my no. Seriously, that was a real, like I almost did that. Like literally jumped out of off of Petranco going to my mom's. I almost jumped off, opened the door and jumped out of the car. Almost did that. So this movie hit close to home.
Yeah,
for me.
I understand. Hey, you.
How'd you like that episode? Did you like it?
You like movies? You like this one?
Do you?
You should subscribe to this channel right now.
Also, as well.
Yeah. You got friends? Yeah, you do.
Do you? Hopefully.
Show it to them.
Prove
Show
it.
this to them.
Prove it to us you got friends.
There's other videos to watch too. Why don't you watch those if you're so cool?
Yeah, prove you're not a bot. Leave a comment.
Nerd.